Hello everyone, this is Tony Mori. Join me on my visit to Gary Farrell Vineyards and Winery. Gary Farrell Vineyards and Winery in Sonoma's Russian River Valley was established in 1982 when Gary Farrell, one of the pioneers of the region, produced 50 cases of Pinot Noir. The winery started producing its own wines in August 2008 in its new cutting-edge $15 million winery built on the side of a mountain overlooking Russian River Valley. As a general rule, it does not own its own vineyards, but produces wines by purchasing grapes from local vineyards, Rochioli, Allen, and Starr Ridge. Gary Farrell Vineyards and Winery ships 12,000 cases per year of Russian River Valley Pinot Noir, its main wine. Let's hear more about Gary Farrell Vineyards and Winery in Sonoma's Russian River Valley from Hospitality Director Greg Bauer.
Gary Farrell was one of the founding fathers of the Russian River appellation here. In fact, before he started making wine over here at Davis Bynum, there was no Russian River appellation. So he and several other people were the founding fathers of this region here. Made it especially in Pinot Noir from the Rochioli vineyard, one of the most famous vineyards and also a winery now. And just kind of broadened his outlook to other vineyards in the area here, but primarily focused on Pinot and Chardonnay. He did make some Cab and Merlot in the early days, but those had to be discontinued when the demand for Pinot grew to such an extent that we had no more space in the winery for any other grape varietals, red grape varietals, I should say. Gary continued to build his own label at Davis Bynum to the point where he needed his own space. And so he was able to get an investor to help him build the winery. The investor sold us the land, sold him the land we're on, and came up with the money to build this $15 million facility here, and probably one of the state-of-the-art facilities in the Russian River here. We basically don't own any vineyards. And that's pretty much standard. It's difficult when you build this state-of-the-art facility and spend that much money to have, your own vineyards. So we buy from local growers, very close to us, Rochioli, like I mentioned. I would say, as far as we're concerned, it's the vineyards that are most important, because you can't make great wine, with shoddy material. So it's always really important for us to work very closely with the growers. We have a grower rep that goes around and makes sure that they're doing what we want to do. It also allows us to pick certain parts of the vineyard for us to use, and that's crucial to making fine wine. But I would have to say, if you ask most everybody, in this industry, it's grapes essentially that make the wine. We just are shepherds. We just kind of shepherd it through the process, try not to screw it up. I mean, it's very important that first, meeting, and to, make sure they feel comfortable here, they're welcome. They, obviously, hopefully they enjoy the wines. We have a wine club, and that's something that's really important for small wineries like this to see if we can get people to join our club. And that club is not necessarily the important thing is to sell them wine, is that relationship, is the most important part. And we have club events, and we love to meet our club members in those events and basically get to know them better. And that really cements the relationship, and they'll probably stay on longer if we have that relationship with them. This is a Chardonnay from the Rochioli and Allen Vineyard right up the road here. We've always considered those two vineyards to be the top two vineyards for us, for both Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. And so every year we do both wines from their vineyard. Our bread and butter, essentially, wine is the Russian River Selection Pinot here. And this is a larger production. It's about 12,000 cases. So this is what people will see in the markets around the United States, and perhaps even, outside the United States. I think in general, the style of wine we make is not a big style. It's more of a food-friendly style. We really think that that's important, because for us, that's really where we like to drink wines, is with our meals. And so we don't make a high alcohol wine. We don't make really a powerful wine. It's something that makes the food taste better, I always say. Welcome to Gary Farrell Winery. My name is Greg. I work in hospitality here along with quite a few other people. We are open every day. We're open from 10:30 to 4:30. We're surrounded by beautiful forest. We look down 300 feet down into the valley. We're on top of the Russian River here. It's gorgeous. We're about half an hour from the coast, so you really can get almost anything you want here in this region here from great towns like Hillsburg, where I live, with great cuisine, and then you're just a hop, skip, and a jump from the ocean, and all that bounty that the ocean holds here.
I hope you enjoyed visiting Gary Farrell Vineyards and Winery and the woods overlooking Russian River. I'll see you guys next time.